Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome, thank you so much for joining me. This is Clear It Out, which is a challenge that I made up for myself. I have this bin that never gets empty because I keep throwing more things in it. I have a partially made journal right there. I found some other small journals, which is a kick I'm on right now. You'll see tiny books. And I threw those in there. And then this I ran across in something else recently. So I just say, hey, this stuff needs to move through. And every once in a while, I just give it away too. This is inspired by Penny Rose journals. She showed a chunky little messy journal the other day. It was like this tall, I think. I mean, it was like it was a cube. And I started down a road and I was clearing out scraps. And then the next thing you know, I made this for Clear It Out. And you should see the cuties that I made for Basic Gray. So what I have here is paper that we used in another video lately. It was a scrap that was on my mind. And then on the inside, I went through my scraps and I had a lot of things that didn't work for cards. I had already gone through and looked for card fronts. And I took paper and chopped it up 3x6, glued the backs together. So it was the same idea, I think, as assembly for Penny Rose journal. Just used them. Some are thin, some are thick. I mixed them up. There's a lot of blue because it is me, and some tea dyed. Here, every once in a while, I've got pages that I managed to glue together because at some point in the process, I got a little excited with glue. There's a page you weren't going to see. So you just flip through and there's all kinds of cool papers in here. I have not decorated it yet. I might not on this one. I love this paper. I was so excited to use this scrap. So they were scraps that were not the right size for a card. And I started out, I think I have a behind the scenes video of this book a little bit, or these mini books in general. But I started out making this a little bit bigger. It was like 3.5 by 3.5. And what I found was I didn't have enough scraps to really make it fun. I mean, my scraps are pretty processed. They're pretty down to clean. And I didn't have nearly as many journal offcuts for the bottom as I thought I would have. So a lot of these were already partly used. This was a book page, maps. I love maps. Ooh, this was a scrapbook page I couldn't let go to waste. It gets a little wonky in the middle. There's one that I didn't like the other side, so I just glued it white. More map paper with a little tiny pattern. This is more tea-dyed paper. I loved this. It was like one scrap left. It's kind of fun to see all the scraps that you saved. I had a lot of this paper, scrapbooking paper from years ago that was textured. Some I glued with the texture out, some with the texture in. It's not good to stamp on, and they weren't big enough for card bases or card fronts at all, so I decided to use them up. More map. Anyway, you get the idea. Ooh, I love that purplish one. I just took papers and put them together, and then I decided at the end, I wasn't sure what I was going to do for the cover. On this one, you make it from the inside out. So you glue pages and pages and pages, and then you decide, what size cover do I need, or what do I need? Scrapbook paper and chipboard, and it's glued over it and layered down. So, oh, and then I remembered to put the ribbon in. Aren't you proud of me? So anyway, I love this little cutie. I haven't tied a tight bow because, I don't want to wrinkle the ribbon. But I feel like this might be a bow journal. It might have a cute little bow right here to tie it closed. This is my tiny, tiny little journal for this video. And then I'll give you a quick peek at what we're going to see next. Look, 3 little cuties. Come back for Basic Gray and you'll get to see those. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying my behind the scenes process videos. Like I said, there is some process video on these little journals. I just don't know if it makes sense and I haven't edited it yet. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're taking great care of yourself. Bye-bye.